What's up, you guys? My name is Chelsea. Welcome to my channel if you're new here. Today's video got a little derailed. This is actually the second intro that I'm filming for it. I thought I was gonna get a lot of stuff done in this video and it just didn't happen that way. I ended up deciding on a whim to do a bigger DIY, so that took up pretty much an entire day. So we are going to do a thrift flip in this video for my bedroom makeover. We are going to build a headboard for this makeover, and those are literally the only things we're getting done today. So part 2 will be jam-packed, but part 1 is exciting. The headboard came out really well, so let's get into this video because we got a lot to do today. So this is what we're working with right now. It's a pretty good sized primary bedroom. Please excuse all of the clothing and the mess that's happening right now. There is usually a dresser right here, but that is going to get a thrift flip, so there's just a lot happening in this room right now. But let's head downstairs and start working on that dresser. That's the first part of the room makeover. Okay, so this is the dresser we're going to do a little thrift flip on. I've wanted to give this dresser a makeover for a long time. I am not going to try to make this absolutely perfect. I don't mind if there's some distressed marks on it and stuff like that, but we're going to start by sanding it down and then we'll go from there. The piece has been sanded and wiped down. I'm going to go ahead and just start painting it. The color that I'm using is tricorn black. I absolutely love this black paint. It is one of my favorites. I use it all over my home. So after my lunch break, I gave this a second coat and now it is just drying. I think it came out really well. I love the crisp black color. It does look pretty smooth considering how many imperfections were on this piece, so I think it might turn out really well. So I'm gonna let this dry and then we'll put the hardware back on. I love that the hardware already has a patina on it. This tarnishing really looks nice, and you guys know I love when things have a naturally antiqued look. See, this is just beautiful. So I am definitely not going to be polishing this. I'll be keeping it as is. Alright, I got the hardware back on and it looks pretty good. I mean, obviously there's little spots that still show some distressing, which is really fine with me. That doesn't matter. So I like this piece. I might distress it further, I'm not sure. But let's talk about something else. Okay, don't judge me for the status of the bed. I actually have to take all this off and wash it. But I keep thinking I want a headboard. Like, I just think there has to be something there, and I've wanted a headboard for a really long time. The problem is we have a platform adjustable type base, so you can't use a bed frame with that. So if I want something here and I want a headboard, I think I'm gonna have to build it. I don't really have time to build a headboard today. It's Saturday. I have a lot of stuff I was supposed to do this weekend, so I don't have time to build a headboard. I don't have the materials to build a headboard, but I'm probably gonna build a headboard. So this was truly not in the plans for this video, but I just keep thinking it, and I know I've thought it for a long time, so I feel like if I'm making over the bedroom, why do I not just do it? So I'm gonna do it. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. I don't have anything to do it, so we're gonna have to go to the store. So let's go. Alright, so I am on my way to Walmart. It's like 40 minutes later because I could not come to a decision on like what type of headboard I wanted. I think we're gonna go with an upholstered headboard. I'm heading to Walmart because I think I need like a foam like padding almost, and then I also need like some batting, and then the fabric. I have a staple gun, so we'll see what happens, but for now I will see you at Walmart. Okay, so I have the board behind me, as you can see. So this is what like maybe didn't go the best at the trip. I went to that specific Walmart because they said they had in stock the right size foam that I needed, and they didn't. So I got this like foam mattress cover, but it's 2 inches too short. I don't know if that's gonna work. Often these have like some good stretch to them, so I'm gonna see if it works. If not, I got this like mattress pad, and that is the right size, so I'm gonna try the first one, see if it does have some stretch, and if not, I'll try the second one. I did get the batting. Got that right here. We did get that, and I got the fabric. Let's attempt to get this started. Not even close. Oh no, not even close. Yeah, just not even remotely close to the size. So strike one. Let's try the other one. You can see here that this is how short the fabric is on both ends, so I'm gonna have to really pull it as close to the edge as I can and really staple it down. I'll just move along the edge to get it started. Alright, so I stapled down both the left and the right side minus the corners. I did choose to lay the pattern side of the foam board down face down because I think it's going to be a lot easier for me to get a smooth surface with the fabric on the top. I did make sure for the corners that I would have enough to stretch them over. I really didn't want the corners that are obviously a little bit sharper to be left uncovered. So now I'm just going to go ahead and staple the foam around the corners. So here you can see with the board flipped over, I'm just pulling that foam as far as I can without stretching it beyond capacity, and I'm just laying it over the edge of the back, and I'm just going along the top, and I'm going to staple this down along the perimeter. So here is what the headboard looks like when it is completely covered and everything is stapled down to the front of it. We're going to go ahead and move on to the batting. That is the next layer after the foam. Alright, so the next problem that came up because I decided to do this in one day and wasn't prepared was that the size of the batting was not wide enough to cover the whole headboard in one piece. I'll cut off the excess and lay a second strip down to finish it out. In order to get some really nice corners, what you're going to do is first fold the top down and make sure that it's really smooth. We don't want any bumps and extra fabric. So then you'll staple that down. And I would suggest doing 2 or 3 staples just to make sure it's secure. And then you're going to fold the side over to make almost like the corner of a present. Once all of the batting is stapled down, I just went ahead and laid the fabric over the board. I do have plenty of excess, but I will make sure to cut that off before I start going around. You can see there's a lot of wrinkles on this, but I'm not going to worry about that right now. I just want to make sure I'm getting my fabric as smooth as possible as I staple it down. Once I have the side and the bottom stapled, I pulled it up so that it was standing upright, and then I'm really going to pull this top fabric taut as I start to work on the top. I went back in and added a second layer of staples, making sure to pull the fabric as taut as possible in the process. Here I am just measuring how far up I want the headboard to start from the leg on the floor. I'll also mark where I want the first screw to go in, and I just like to make sure that I have everything wrote out on the board, which I'll go ahead and show you so that you can see exactly what I mean. You can see I had the distance measured from the bottom of where I need to make my cuts right there. You can see the distance to the headboard as well as the screw mark. Then I have it lined up once I have my pieces cut to size, and I can get ready and start to adhere the support system to the back of the headboard. Alright, you guys, it is, I think, like 6 hours later. I am sweaty, red. Whew, this was a project. I'm ready to show it to you. I actually have it up. It is not perfect right now. I have definitely learned that no matter how much you try to make sure it's smooth and stuff while it's on the ground, you really need to just get it in place, and then you can work out any little imperfections. So I've got it stood up. I will work on it now that it's in place, and there's gonna be a part 2 to this room makeover because this DIY just really derailed things, but in a good way because I really like it. So I'm gonna show you what it looks like quick, and then after that, I'll see you in the next video to oh my god, we have so much to do, I guess, in the next video. We got styling to do, I gotta change out the curtains. I have stuff to do, so let's show you quick, and then I'll see you for the next one. You guys, here it is. It is definitely not perfect. It has to be adjusted. The top and then that corner I need to smooth out a little bit, but it's going to be so much easier for me now that it's up as opposed to on the floor. So that is it for this video, or at least this part of the bedroom makeover. I'll see you for part 2.